hello you people in YouTube land. How do you do? Yes, we are heading towards Amoy Street, which is somewhere up ahead. And at the moment, at the filming of this video, Amoy Street Food Centre is still being renovated. So we cannot eat there, but we are going somewhere nearby. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I am a fan of Korean variety shows, and one of the shows that I've been watching nowadays is this show, Mr. Beck's alleyway restaurants, where he goes to an alleyway and then he helps like certain stalls there to help to revitalize that alleyway, the business there. So one of the dishes at one of the stalls that he went to is called Gukbap, which is something like soup with rice. Yes, this is Amoy Street Food Centre, still under renovation. So I wanted to try this dish, so I looked for a place in Singapore that sells this dish, and it is here at this place called Kim's Family Restaurant, which is here, just a few short lots down, and here it is, their Gukbap. I'm gonna have the one with pork and rice soup. One thing nice about this restaurant is once you sit down, they give you a wide variety of side dishes to eat. This one is I think it's bean curd. This is seasoned bean sprouts, and then you also have some blanched green vegetables, seaweed, seasoned seaweed, some pancake. This is the potato salad. That is seasoned potato. That one is kimchi. This one is the cucumber kimchi, and this is the cabbage kimchi. Yep. So you have lots of side dishes to eat with your meal. So I cannot decide. So let's just taste one by one. Oh. Yes, the rice for my soup. Yes, this is the seasoned tofu. I do quite enjoy it. I like the texture of it. I like the flavor. Not too salty, nicely flavored. And then their bean sprouts was a bit spicy. The blanched vegetables was just blanched vegetables, nothing really special about it. Next up, let's have the seaweed. Look at that. Oh, the seaweed is very interesting. It has a very nice chewy texture. Yeah, very chewy. Now the pancake. It's cold. I think it's a Chives Pancake. Next up is some potato salad. Potato salad was quite ordinary. A lot of big chunks of potato in there. The julienne potatoes was also quite okay. I prefer the Chinese style. But the kimchi, I do like the cucumber kimchi and also the cabbage kimchi. Yes, this cabbage kimchi here. The cabbage kimchi has a nice sharp flavor, sour and spicy, and nice flavor to it. And this came together to be eaten with the Gukbap or the rice soup. I think this is spirulina powder. That is like preserved baby shrimps. And this one is like a chili paste. Yep. So what you do is you taste the soup first, then you add in this to add extra flavor to your soup as per your preference. So this is the soup. Generous amount of chives on top, and then you have a soup. Inside the soup you have maybe pork meat, you may have some intestines in there. One thing I would have preferred it if the soup was a bit more boiling hot. The soup here doesn't seem to be that boiling hot, but you can see in there you have a bit of stomach, you have a bit of intestine, a bit of pork belly, chives, and probably a bit of onion in there too. Ooh. Yeah, okay. It does look good, but the important thing is, does it taste good? Looks and taste are two different things. Looks good, but does it taste good? The only way to know is to taste it. So that's what I'm going to do now. While the soup does look a bit hot, okay. Honestly, even though the soup is hot, but the flavors here are not really impressing me. It tastes a bit too mild. It tastes a bit too bland. So I'm trying to add in some flavor. I'm going to put in some of the preserved baby shrimps, see whether that adds any flavor. Not really. Okay, the flavor of the soup is like seasoned water. You know, you have a bit of the porky flavor in it, but the flavors are not very strong. It still tastes the same. Yep, dump in more things in there. Okay, I do not know whether it is my preference of the soup, because you know, in Singapore we have fish soup, which is super flavorful. We have bak kut teh, which is super flavorful, and that is also pork based. Here is very, compared to those dishes, it's a bit bland. I do not know if this is how the Korean like to eat their Gukbap, because in the past I did go to another restaurant in Bangkok where I ate pork rib soup, and it tastes very similar to this, in a sense that I felt that it wasn't seasoned extremely well. So I'm trying to put more things in there, maybe even put in more of the chili paste. Hopefully that will add in a bit of a kick to it. Okay, let's try it now. Okay. The chili paste does give it more of a spicy flavor, slightly. And I don't really taste much of the preserved shrimp in there, but I do get a bit of a leafy kind of extra undertone, I think, from the perlina powder. But I do like the intestines here, the pork belly, the stomach. It's quite nice, but the soup itself is a lot bland. The ingredients are nice, but the soup is bland, and if I put in the rice in later, it doesn't really help much with the soup. The ingredients there, the pork belly, the intestines, the stomach are cooked well, just that the soup, maybe it's because of my local preference here in Singapore, where our soups are much more flavorful. We have Cantonese soups that are boiled for a very long time with the bones to extract out all the flavor, and maybe that's what I expect from here, which I do not know. Maybe in Korea that's not how they do the soup. Maybe this is how they like the soup there. I don't know. But for a Singapore palate, I think Gukbap may not be the item that is good here. I also noticed that here they also do barbecue, and I think their barbecue here may be better than their rice soup. But another way of eating your soup is to add kimchi into your mouthful. I see this done a lot in Korean variety shows, Korean cooking food variety shows, and oh, that is actually quite nice. The kimchi flavor adds in the saltiness that is missing from this food. So if you do eat here, you want more flavor, take a spoonful of rice together with some of the pork belly, the intestines, and put in on top of it a piece of the kimchi. That will add in the flavor that is missing, the saltiness that's missing, and with that mouthful, that is actually quite good. And the greedy me ordered a pancake. This one here is a Chives Pancake. Oh, look at that, freshly cooked, with lots and lots of chives, and a bit of cut chilies in there, and a dipping sauce. This dipping sauce is soy sauce together with some vinegar, and it goes extremely well with the pancake. So let me wash my palate with some of the soup, clear my palate, because the soup is so bland, you can help to clear your palate. And then now let's have a pancake. Ooh, the pancake here is surprisingly good. I do like the pancake. Crispy on the outside, and then a generous amount of chives, and in the middle there, the chives there are soft and tender. When you bite into it, there's a nice soft tender texture, and highlighted by the dipping sauce, which is salty and vinegary at the same time. Yes. So on the inside there, soft and tender, on the outside, nice and crispy, and freshly cooked. So it's still hot. So do not burn your mouth. But ooh, this is a good pancake. So of the dish I've eaten here so far, pancake good, rice soup bland. But people, I think they come here for the barbecue, which I think lots of people do come here for that. Yes, everything is finished, all empty, and now it's time to make payment. And I guess that ends our food adventure here. I hope you enjoyed my Korean food adventure. I had some Korean food, it was good, and that's all. So join me next time for my next food adventure. As per usual, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. I got Patreon, I got PayPal. Support me on those, or watch some of my old videos. I got lots of old videos where I visit all the food centers and other interesting places to eat in Singapore, exploring the food culture in Singapore. If you're interested in that, look at my playlist. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you have to do is to join me for my next food adventure. I will see you all around. Bye bye.